퀘스트. 어제 뭐 하다가 이건 나중에 하자. 레벨 순. 본편 퀘스트가 저건가? 아, 이거구나. 연회장으로 가는 게? 아, 이거? 아이씨, 사진 꺼. 가정. 기다려.
By the gods, why did it have to be snakes? If you leave, these snakes will kill me. Get me out of here. Hurry! Kill the snakes before it's too late.
Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
They would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
My life-saving services aren't free.
Of course.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. Do you often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
왜 그래? 나
Why
이렇게
would
바보
anyone do
아니야.
this?
Politicians are easy targets in
일부러
these
그러는
troubled
건가?
times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake. That I should die by my own kind.
나도 깡패지.
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick, to give them hope. That's how I recognized their voices.
목소리?
Oh yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These
생선들
thugs
있네?
disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish were unmistakable.
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the
Cleon?
districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They live in the flooded part of the city, near the wall.
오케이.
I'll track them down, Metiojos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart within the city before the Spartans can breach the walls.
가해자들의 집으로 갈게. 응? 어서오세요, 쿠마님. 반갑습니다. 오랜만이에요.
The part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about.
잘 지내셨나요?
There has to be a clue around here somewhere.
아, 잠깐만. 뭐야, 얘는?
Snakes. Like the ones that
Snake.
were meant to kill Metiojos. It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiojos weren't the masterminds behind this plot.
부패한 친구? 한 게임만 오래 하니까 금방 질린다고요? 무슨 게임을 하셨길래? 뭐야?
Snake bites.
스낵.
Someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. This must be the house of Metiojos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiojos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Boraktis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
왜 그런 거지?
Why kill Metiojos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city because of Pericles and his crooked friends.
아니 어디는
The snake
부패했다
dealer
그러고.
told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
You can't take the law into
돈
your
많은
own
사람들만
hands.
민주주의 외치고
Now I
있는
need
건가?
to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Don't be someone's puppet. Tell me where the snake dealer is.
All right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
꺼져.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
돼졌다. 사방에 뱀이 있네.
Best stay out of sight.
뭐야? 대화도 안 하고 그냥 잡는 거야?
You'll feel the sting of my venom.
잠깐. 야 죽었다. 아이씨. 아이씨. 어서오세요 디아블로님. 아 쌍칼 되게 세. 반격은 못하겠네. 너무 세잖아. 시작하자마자 죽네. 아 그것도 한 명한테. 어디서부터 그러면?
I should be extra careful in this area.
I'll end you, Mystios. You'll feel the sting of my venom. You can't stop me.
Get away from me!
아 잠깐. 2번 눌렀는데? 아니 2번 안돼. 2번 눌렀다고요. 스킬 눌렀다고요. 와사바리 털었다고요. 다 잡았는데.
The watch will be vigilant here.
You'll feel the sting of my venom. I'll end you, mis Dios.
이렇게 털었는데 와사바리.
You can't stop me.
아. 싼 건 제일 싫어. 아이씨. 짜증나. 진짜
Gotta be careful
짜증난다.
not to get spotted.
You'll feel the sting of my venom.
아 뭐야 이거.
Where'd you go? That's him!
아니 피했는데?
I'll end you, mis Dios.
아 이걸 맞아? 아니 누르라고 제발.
You can't stop me.
오씨.
Is this the best you've got? I found him!
His death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
더럽게 아파 씨. 아이, 문 안 열어주나, 여기는? 해결했어.
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are
또
out
뭐
there,
해달라고?
no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them.
어, 이거 스노우볼 불러가나?
I'll be sure to mention this to
그
Pericles.
어부들이 와서 죽이려나?
That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
설마 역병 사태가 또 나오는 거 아니지? 역병 사태가 나오면 안 되는데. 너무 시기 굴러가요 그러면. 응?
We'll be watching you, Miss Diaz.
Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe,
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back, but I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
여기는 어떻게 온 거야?
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
빠른 이동했니?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens.
Not exactly.
몰래 왔구나.
Phoebe.
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
아스파시아?
How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I
귀엽다.
don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
Well,
Well,
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't! Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
갈아입자.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in these.
I
이상해.
look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye. You just got here. You can't leave already.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates,
뭐야?
always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
주정뱅이네 이거. 어?
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much.
돼지게 맞아야 정신
So,
차리지.
tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
안 맞아.
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood and not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
알키비아데스? 다 하는 건가?
There's much to do, and many unknowns on our horizon.
Thank you for your help, my friend.
씨, 문 지키고 있는 거 봐. 취하게 해야 된다고 했지?
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that will help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So, we get him drunk, and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right, if nothing else, this party could use the help.
You need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I am the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with that banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice,
달콤한
Aristophanes cannot
포도주.
stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if
It wouldn't be a...
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
다들
Good men
시끄러운데.
lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though,
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
어떡하지? 그냥 그대로 해볼까? 그럼 난리 날 것 같은데?
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Pericles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
난리 날 것 같은데? 무슨 난리지?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for more?
와우.
I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's
또
have
달려?
some more!
You ready for another?
술이 들어간다. 쭉쭉쭉쭉.
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his
Argolis?
divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Then she sought my friend
Hippocrates?
Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for
다 나와,
help, there's
여기서.
no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
됐어.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
왜 나한테? 그들의 별난 욕망을 채울 수 있습니다. 좀 이상한데? 염소? 어?
Someone's being hurt. Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
예? 아니야. 뭐 붙어붙이는 뭐야? 꺼져.
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence.
아스파시아?
The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Pietera. I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts. Ali! Come back inside! Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
가자. 소크라테스하고 대화하라고?
Ah, here comes the one who claims to value drachmae over the noble path that leads to knowledge.
Like I told you, knowledge can't feed me.
But the mind must be fed as well.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
응? 아, 이렇게 하면 또 말 길어질 것 같은데.
If you've been arguing this long and you haven't agreed yet, just give up.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet,
말 뭐야?
it is
누가 토했어?
for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry
아닌가?
improves
흘린
the
거구나?
building, not
아이씨.
the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
This argument between you two is pointless.
Perhaps. How do you be fine art.
I'm not getting dragged into this.
Very well. Answer this. Does the artist not give form and symmetry to her subject?
Well, yes.
Laws and justice do much the same for people, do they not? And is there any better way to communicate the story of a people than by revealing its customs and laws? If yes, then ruling, and thus justice, must be an art, as Thrasimachos says.
If you say so.
Aspasia.
응? 스파시아? 뭐야, 등장이 왜 저래? 난
You
왜 가?
shouldn't be too hard on Socrates. He really has a brilliant mind, even if he comes off a little strong.
He isn't always like that, is he?
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work
Megaris?
in Megaris.
I did what I had to, and I do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us.
물어봐야겠네,
If
그러면.
you'd like to talk, do
엄마에
it now,
대해서.
and do it discreetly.
I've been searching for a woman named Mirini, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia
Agassi?
sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia.
Xenia.
When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests. I'll help you however I can during your travels.